after not playing great in England today, the problems of the past in that third quarter, so they came back to watch? Yeah,
obviously felt a bit rudderless at times. Didn't handle their physicality well at all in the first quarter. Toughened up and played through it fairly well in the second. And then obviously, yeah, the third started to hurt, and then once we lost Ali, we just completely lost the rudder, so to speak, without the two of them. I don't know, we've put a playbook in without our point guards before. So glass half full, that's the championship favourite at full strength, and we hung with them for most of the night without two of our most important players.
What's the deal with Ali?
Yep, not a doctor. Not, obviously, we might be broken, but I'm not a doctor.
Sorry, what did you say?
It might
He's
be.
not a doctor.
No, I heard that right.
It might be broken, but again, I'm just guessing.
What might be broken?
Nose.
No, that's right.
Yep.
I was worried you were going to say jaw for a second.
No. Well, I don't think so.
No.
You've scared the crap out of me.
No. Nose.
Jesus Christ, come on now.
No.
So how did you try, like Chibba, obviously out there as well, so how did you try to fix that sort of a challenge on the run?
Yeah, and the other problem is that a lot of the stuff we've been putting in has been like based on like when Hahn arrives. Hopefully it's a bit more seamless. We've tried not to build a playbook around Bree too much because she's only here for 8 games. But obviously in tonight's scenario, it's like, cool, Bree got the pressure release. Obviously Hahn can't do that. So yeah, we're trying to plug holes in the boat, so to speak. Again, not the result we wanted, but glass half full to hang around with the favourites for as long as we did with some of the issues we had. Really, really proud of the group.
We're pretty happy defensively, obviously. Offensively, it was a tough night, but to hold them to 79 in the end, are you pretty happy what you did outside of probably the first maybe 5 minutes, or most of that first quarter?
Yeah, there's as always, and as our girls would see, like in film review, we're never going to play perfect. We want to, but we're not going to play perfectly. But going into tonight's game, we were number 1 in the country, or in the comp, obviously, for effective field goal percentage against and true shooting percentage against as well. Like our defence has been pretty solid, and then to hold them tonight to 37%.
They probably still are leading those categories after that.
You'd be shocked if that somehow changes. So, and we finally fixed some of the rebounding problems we'd been having. Again, we forced them into more turnovers than what we had, like without a point guard. So glass half full, and they were better than us, and again, they deserve to win. But glass half full with what we were going through. 9-point loss, 3-1. Glass half full at this point.
So without your 2 point guards for a lot of it, and then a bad shooting night, is that a lot of it just down to not having a point guard, or the offense not clicking? What do you put the shooting down to?
Townsville being really bloody good. And then obviously them being able to apply the pressure and us not having a home base of, okay, cool, but if they do that, normally it's just like Ali and Chipper just go. Obviously without that, males had to try and go tonight. Obviously Bree tried to take it off the bounce a bit more. But I guess yeah, you're always trying to predict how to build your team, and we just hadn't factored in building a team without Ali or Chibba on the floor at some point. So clearly I've got to do a better job of predicting the future to a degree, and need to find some counters to it pretty quick.
Well, maybe, but when did you know Chibba wasn't going to be right to play?
Probably yesterday when I forced her not to play. She was desperate to play tonight, and I had to talk her out of playing. Obviously not expecting Ali to break her nose or whatever happened. So, yep, that's on me as well. She really wanted to play. Our medical team didn't want her to play. It's just the fact we play Saturday, Tuesday, Sunday, Tuesday. And again, 3-1, we spoke last time in this room about the whole, you can't win it in October, but you can lose it. Like we were fearful of trying to play Chibba on that foot and she goes down, then what happens next? So we tried to preserve her, and then we lost Ali instead. So, good luck.
How challenging is it from playing perspective, though, with Ali missing the start of the year and Steph missing the start of the year? Now, more injuries with Chibba and stuff, and you haven't got Hahn, so are you still looking around sort of trying to work out what your combinations look like? You're looking around putting different rotations, like there's nothing that's consistent about the way the team's been put out there at the moment because of the injuries.
Look, yes and no. I think that like we've got, like as a group, we handle adversity like pretty well. Like we've got a lot of players that can swing through multiple positions. And like we knew that we didn't have Ali and Steph at the start. So like the group that played, you know, the first 3 games, first 2 games, whatever, like we knew what we were going to get. And then adding 2 pieces in, like that's only going to benefit us. Like it's not going to take away from anything. So I guess like part of professional basketball is just adjusting to the adversity. Like I don't like name one team that hasn't already had like some sort of injury or some sort of weird start, you know, like that's just kind of how it goes. So like hopefully in the long run this just like benefits us because we're learning to play in all these different scenarios. Like Ryan said, like losing by 9 to like a Townsville team that are really, really good is a good sign for us. And I truly believe we could have won that game. I do, like with the players that we had, I believe that we could have won it. But Townsville, again, credit to them, they were awesome. But yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's a negative thing that we have to go through adversity this early in the season.
You've been sort of swinging through playing different styles each game. It feels like just filling whichever gap is needed for you. Like, do you know what you're going to be this year, or are you just going to do whatever
I
is
honestly,
required?
I play the same no matter what position I'm in. So like, I know that I'm going to rebound. I know I'm going to push the floor, whether that's in the 2, 1, 4, 3, whatever. It doesn't really faze me that much. You know, like it's harder sometimes, like when I have to push the ball against someone that wants to pressure me 94 feet versus, you know, I have a big on me that I know I can attack off the dribble. But at the same time, like I know what I'm going to put out regardless of the position that I play. I think that's kind of one of my strengths is that I can go in whatever Ryan wants me to do, I guess. But yeah, I don't think it changes all that much.
Bit of deja vu with Amy having a slow start to the year shooting-wise. Again, she always gets it back, but how do you get her confidence going at the moment when she had an off-season where she don't do as much as what she probably would like?
Yeah, that's on me. I've got to do a better job of helping her. I've got to get her some cleaner looks. So that's something from my coaching staff, and obviously that sits with me. I've got to deal with that because teams are clearly targeting her and attacking her, and she doesn't have the usual freedom of movement she would have at 1,000% health. And then obviously we saw a bit of it in the second quarter by playing alongside Ali, coming off some actions where she could get clean. But again, once we didn't have a point guard in Townsville, we were able to bum rush us a bit more. We couldn't get anywhere near as clean a look for her. So something we've got to get back to the toolbox and try and solve. It's part of the fun of coaching.
How's her confidence going at the moment?
She's aiming at well.
She's aiming
care.
at well.
She's again, she'll shoot 20 the next game.
Yeah.
That's how she plays. So again, I'm sure she's annoyed, but again, she gets 10 looks next game. She's taking all 10. She won't care.
Agreed. She stopped shooting like that. We would all get mad at us. So like that's not gonna happen.
Good to stay home now for the rest of the week and get ready for Sunday.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't change whether we stay home or we leave. It's all the same.
What are your thoughts on Southside as an opponent?
I mean, they're really good. We play them in some preseason games. They're really rolling at the moment. Like they've got some players who have really stepped up playing super well. But I mean, we're good too. So as much as we have to guard them, they have to guard us. And yeah, there's just like so much we can take away from today's game. Like we played so ugly, but only lost by 9. So.
What are your thoughts on Sunday's game?
In all honesty, haven't looked at Southside. They obviously played, and just again, our schedule's been hectic, but also they played the other night against Townsville, and we played Geelong the next day. So you're trying to watch it from a Townsville scout point of view, and it's like, don't get too into this because he played Geelong in 24 hours, and obviously we know how that game went. So even trying to watch them last week, trying to watch the Townsville side of it, we weren't looking at Southside at all. Clearly, we now have 5 days, and they've obviously been sitting at home waiting for us and watch us play tonight. So they've been prepping for us all week. We've got a day or 2 off now, and again, we'll move on to Southside pretty quick.
How we gut feel on the Ali who plays through a broken nose? Some people can, some people have their nose spread across their face, and you've seen it. So.
Ali can play through absolutely anything. It's just depending on what's best for her. But, I mean, I've played with her when she's dislocated her knee and shoved it back in and keeps playing. Like, she's going to play through whatever. It's just what's the actual smart thing to do or not. So, we'll see.
Did you dodge a bullet when your Maya went down? That looked horrible.
Yeah, no, it's been that kind of start. Yeah, that was the concern. When she came off, 'cause obviously and then they scored in that possession as well, playing the 5-on-4. And from memory, we were in team fouls. So normally we'd just go and foul and kill the possession, but that would have led to free throws. So we let them play it out, and they hit a 3 instead. It's like, so it was one of those nights. Again, when we timed out and obviously grabbed her, and she's like, "Oh, I think I'm fine." And then a minute later, the doc came past and said she's good. So, yeah, we dodged that one. That was a win.